And there we go, it's fully tiled.
It's not fully.
Well, not fully. And then people going on about the step, Byron going on about the step, but you can't have a wet room without one, especially up here. And that, I've got to confess, is looking beautiful. Just wants grouting. Right, so it's done now. So the tray's in, so it's good. Does have an extender for the tray, but if you're not lifting the floor up and the tile up for the slant, you got to think, because these trays are 900 by 1200, but the sloping, it's not very big. The tray's only 20mm thin. So if you're putting one of these on and you're bringing the level up to there, you are taking this level, so you have to make sure when you tile here, it's higher, and then it slopes down and it comes into it. Otherwise, it's going to struggle to run out. So it's all tanked, all sealed, perfect. Just got to put an hole in there for my waist, 4-inch, and that's it. And job's done. Bish bash bosh, don't forget to like, share and follow. Right, so the floor is level, perfect, up to there and round there. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go like that with my multi-tool. I'm going to chamfer it down, and then we're going to tape all that up, and it's all sealed wet room. And it'll be jobbing time. I'm going to tape all that, tape all that, tape all that. So we've got a lot of taping. Right, so my boards are stuck down, my tray's stuck down and solid. Beautiful. What I've done is I've just primed it, put a niche in the shower. See that, lads? That is what you call cut to perfection, yeah? So what we're going to do now, we're going to put underfloor heating down, and then I'm going to self-level it to that tray. So we've got a bit of a lip here, but hardly no lip here. So I think it's going to work out when we level it properly with self-leveler. There will be a bit of a slope, but you can't do naught about it. We're in the top story of a 120-year-old house, and if you were to alter it, we'd have to alter the whole staircase in the bedrooms. So it is looking good. So the reason why we had to self-level that floor so much is because this is an old house. 1820, most probably built in 120-year-old, most probably built 140-year-old to actually make it build. And what they must have probably doing, they get to close to end of building, thought, right, we'll put a third floor on it. So they put a third floor on it, and then they banged in whatever joists they had. Like that's a 4-inch, that's a 3-inch, that's a 2-inch, 1.5 inch. But not only are there different sizes that way, that there, that's a 6-inch. That's a 5 3/4. That's a 6.5 inch. That's a 6-inch. That's a 3/4. So there's roughly about an inch difference of the height of the joist. So normally you'd have a 7-inch joist or 8-inch joist. They'd all be 8-inch, so they'd all be flat and level. These, some are 5.5 inch, some are 6.5 inch, some are 6-inch. So when they've done them back in day, they weren't bothered about the floors being flat and level because it was never going to be a wet room. We've turned it into a wet room, and the only way to do this is to take all these joists out. You'd have to take the top floor off and redo it, or you joist next to each joist and make a different level. But you couldn't do that because these joists run through into next doors, into every bedroom and going onto the landing. So if you were to do this floor, you would have to do that bedroom, the landing and the stairs, because the stairs is on a slant like that as well. So it's a bit of a nightmare, but that's what self-level is. Reinforce, bish bash bosh, job done. Don't forget to like, share and follow. One thing you have to make sure when you're installing these, that it's bang level, but see, you want a solid base to screw it to, because see all these different components, they start bending, they will start leaking. So you want it on a solid board, so you can't, there's no flex on it. Make sure it's fixed in, use your 8 freeze, use your 8, boom, straight onto it, hot, cold, bish bash bosh, job done. Right then, so we put a floor mat in. So what I've done is I've cut some jackerboard and I've just screwed that down through the tray, and I'm going to level it. So I don't want any level coming into the tray. because you'll never get that slope for it. So you want to block it. It's all right if it's higher this side and lower that side, it's perfect. But if there's level in it, it is no good. So what I'll do is for that hole there, I'll just plonk a bit of level in it when I do it, and that hole will be sorted. So the unfloor heating's out, not round the toilet, not in the bath. And this, he's got a good coverage over this floor, and it's going to look good. Now I'm going to self-level it, and I'm using these. People were asking what leveler we're using. We're using this leveler. Reason why I'm using this leveler is very simple. We had a debate in shop and the bloke told me that's good. So we're going to use that. He says because you can use that for carports and you can use it outside. So if you can use it outside and you can use it for carports, it's got to be good for a bathroom. Bish Bash Bosh, don't forget to like, share and follow. Right, so my boards are stuck down. My tray's stuck down and solid. Beautiful. What I've done is I've just primed it, put a niche in the shower. See that, lads? That is what you call cut to perfection, yeah? So what we're going to do now, we're going to put underfloor heating down, and then I'm going to self-level it to that tray. So we've got a bit of a lip here, but hardly no lip here. So I think it's going to work out when we level it properly with self-leveler. There will be a bit of a slope, but you can't do naught about it. We're in the top story of a 120-year-old house. And if you were to alter it, we'd have to alter all the staircase in the bedrooms. So it is looking good. Whenever you're doing this, you need a good bit. Now I sell a pack of 10 for 15 quid, paid into my PayPal with your address, and I will get them posted out straight away next day. Because when you're right on a tile like that, the problem is with tile bits, you can pay a fortune for the tile bits. And it don't do that, and it don't do it at the speed. So a pack of 10 for 15 quid paid into my PayPal, which my number's on front of my page. Bish Bash Bosh. Let's have a tosh. We just got improvisation. I don't know why they built that so small. Oh. Now you can, when you go buy these, you can buy a minor one which you just got the spout on it and it's only got one screw bracket there. But Screwfix only ever stocks anything expensive in Screwfix. If it's the cheap ones, they never have it in stock, do you know what I mean? And you can't buy it. The minor ones that don't have them in stock, they have 2 sets in stock. So what we have to do is we just have to improvisation. Looks like something special, doesn't it? Cat's dance. And I know what people are going to say. That's going to void the warranty. What warranty are you getting your tool? What I can say is the fitting will work the exact same as it was, regardless whether you put it off or not. And the next thing, I guarantee this for life. Oh yeah, man. Now that is what we're talking about. In fact, I could, what do you call that when you thingy? Something for sale. Oh yeah, man. Oh, now that is what you're talking about. Alright, just do it to the next. Bish Bash Bosh, don't forget to like, share and follow. So, I don't like using compression and fittings underneath anything. So, we're using this trap because this trap is designed for this bath and it's impossible to do it without this. But you want to limit the risk to it. So when you're doing it, it's no good having that trap like that and it hanging on the floor like that. It's not going to serve any purpose to you whatsoever. What's going to happen is all the crap's going to go in it and the bath's going to keep blocking up. So when you're putting it in, you want to make sure that you've done it to perfection like that, yeah? So I've managed to get that into that fitting, glue it in, and then we've taped it up with some, what we've taped. That is going to slot down there, yeah? So that is the centre of the bath. That is how that trap's going to look underneath that bath when it's on. So that trap is going to look perfect. Nice slope up, nice slope down, straight away. Now the reason why we use these flexes on these baths is because these baths you cannot get into. It's impossible to get your arm into it or anywhere into it. So you have to lift the bath up. So we'll have to lift the bath up, we'll have to screw the trap on it like that, and then we'll have to lower the bath. But you want to know that this trap is lowering and it's not kinking here and it's not moving there. Can't move there because we've glued it in. That's done. So on these fittings, what I've done is I PTFE'd the rubber and then I've siliconed all the joints up. And then when I put this on the bath, the only thing that we have to watch is that. So that will just drop down there like that. That will go on there like that. Now I'm going to clean all this floor properly and clean all these pencil marks off. Because my mate is a stickler for cleaning. So we're going to clean it all properly. And then we're going to lift the bath in and we'll test it before we stick it down. But always remember, it's no good having your flex all over because it's just going to make a mess. And it'll be alright for 6 months, might be alright for 12 months. But eventually, it's all going to clog up. And then you're going to stick a rod down it, you're going to pop that flex, and it's going to be knackered. Bish Bash Bosh. Don't forget to like, share and follow.